Love you all. Come to standing today. We're going to stand at the top of our mats. I don't want to fall back to sleep. So we're going to stand at the top of our mats. And go ahead and reach up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And then exhale your hands to your heart center and go ahead and close your eyes. And breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. Go ahead and do that first couple of times. In yoga, we usually breathe in and out through our nose, but to start practice, we're going to breathe in through the nose again. This time, breathe in a little bit more through the nose and then hold it at the top so that you have a full lung. And then open your mouth and let that go. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, fill your lungs, fill it a little bit more, fill a little bit more. Hold it at the top. Hold it at the top. You can do a little Jalahandra Bandha, if you're familiar with that. Open your mouth, let it go. And now breathe in and out slowly through your nose. Feel your feet beneath you. Feel how your feet touch the ground. Feel how your feet support you no matter what. Notice the carpet. The carpet makes all balancing challenging, and we'll go slow in our balances today. I was working through it this morning, and it's challenging. I don't know if that's Steve or Joan, but good morning. And go ahead and shift a little forward on your and the front of your feet. Yep. And then shift a little back. So when we are on carpet or balancing, do that a couple times forward and back. It's important to find your feet. It's important to find that foundation. If you are on carpet, it's going to make it that more challenging. But when we get onto real floor, it's going to make it awesome because we're going to have all those muscles built up around our knees and our ankles that are that support system. And then shift a little to the right sides of both of your feet. So your inner left foot, your outer right foot, and then towards your heels. And then towards your outer left foot, your inner right foot, and then towards your toes. And then just go opposite. Go outside, go to the left, to your heels, to the right. All right, so that just gives us a good foundation. I hope that helps, Robin. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And then reach your right arm towards your right side of your body and your left arm up and over. So right arm down, left arm up and over. Stretch over towards the right. Now bend your left elbow, bring your left hand towards your right ear, and then pull your left ear towards your left shoulder, dropping the right shoulder down. So your left hand's going to be on your right ear, your left elbow's bent, and your left ear's towards your left shoulder, your right shoulder's down. Any stress and tension you've had from the week, you're going to feel it right now. Gently release your left hand down and then lift your head back up. Oh, head rush. Inhale, the arms back up to the sky. Left hand down, right arm stays up. Stretch over towards the left this time. So right arm up and over, hand is still waking up. Bend your right elbow, bring your right hand to your left ear, and then pull your right ear to your right shoulder. Your left shoulder is down. One more breath. Good. Release that right hand. Hello, friends. Lift that head back up. Reach both arms up to the sky. Bend the elbows out to the side. Lift the heart up. So you want the shoulders back and down. The heart reaches up towards the sky. So this is we're going to do some heart opening and back bending today. Don't worry. It's nothing challenging. It's nothing too crazy. It's just to open up the front of our bodies. Take another breath in. And then bring those elbows together and round your back. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, pull on back. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Shara. Hey, Perry. Woo! And then exhale, round. One more time. Bring it open. Now listen up. As you open, elbows out to the side. Pull the rib cage in. Pull the elbows forward and bring your hands to the back of the head and interlace them. Elbows come forward. Shoulders come back. You're going to press your head into your hands and you're going to start to curl backwards. Your elbows are going to go up, up, up. Now put a little bend in your knees if this is going into your low back and pull the rib cage in. Shoulder blades down and back. Heart lifts. Can you curl back a little bit more, Hannah? Lift the heart up a little bit more. There you go. And then exhale. Bring your hands to your low back all the way down. You can interlace them or you can just bring your hands to your back. Either way. Okay, roll the shoulders back and down. Keep the elbows bent. Lift the heart up. Breathe in. Bend your knees, and we're going to fold down. If you have your music nearby, go ahead and hit play. I figured this was a good time to do it. Maybe your music's right there. We're going to turn it up a little bit. Hannah gave me a good cue on how to still listen to music on Facebook Live. I guess you just tell them it's COVID-19. There's no rules now. Okay, release the hands down. Walk your feet a little bit wider. Release the hands down. She's not listening today. She had a cocktail party via Zoom with her friends. Go ahead and bend your left knee and reach your right arm up to the sky. So you're twisting towards the right, left knee is bent. Be gentle here. If the arm doesn't go all the way up, just bring it to your hip. One more breath. Right hand down, left knee straightens, right knee bends all the way up with that left arm. Good, left hand down. Go ahead and step back to downward facing dog. Woo, down dog. I don't know about you, but all these in-home workouts, I'm getting sore. I don't know why. It's not like I didn't work out before. Maybe it's the carpet, Robin. Go ahead and bend one knee, stretch the other heel back and down. And then switch sides. It's crazy times, you guys. All right, lift both heels up. Round forward to plank pose. Lower all the way down to your bellies. You can always lower your knees down first. We're going to do something a little different before we go into Cobra, because again, I want you to open up the front of the body today. Oh, take your time, Janet, and please take your all of the modifications. It's Janet's first time. Let's give her a little hand to yoga. Thank you for joining us. So I want you to bend so you're still, imagine I'm on my mat. Okay, your chest is still on the mat. I want you to bend your elbow to 90-degree angle out from the right side. Hey, Dan, from your right shoulders so that you look a little like a half scarecrow. You're going to push into your hand and you're going to push into the forearm. You're going to peel that right shoulder back. Now start to open up the left side of your body. You can use your left hand. Lift the left hip up. Lift the left hip up. There you go. Can you see, Hannah? Good. So you're going to feel the stretch through the right, through the chest, through the right shoulder. Try to keep that shoulder back. And don't open up too much if it's too much. Does that make sense? If you want more, Hannah's got that left leg behind her right leg. You don't have to do that. Are you feeling that stretch, Han? She's got it. All right, come on back. We're going to go to the other side. So bring that right hand underneath the shoulder again. This time you're going to bend the left elbow at a 90-degree angle, right outside, right in line with that left shoulder. You're going to keep your elbow, forearm, and hand on the ground. Roll the left shoulder back and start to peel the right shoulder. Hey, Alex, Michelle, and Andy, hello. And you're going to lift that right hip away from the mat. Maybe that right leg goes behind the left. It doesn't have to. It does help to get into that psoas a little bit. So any of you bikers out there. Good. One more breath here. Keep that left shoulder pulling back. And then come on back. And then go ahead. Find Cobra. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Shoulders pull back. Elbows into the sides of the body. You're lifting just a little bit of the front body. How you doing, Janet? You good? And lower all the way down. Push up to hands and knees and sit back to child's pose. Go ahead and do that. Stretch your hips back towards your heels. Your arms are forward. So this is a good pose anytime you need a break to take child's pose. Spread your fingers. So stay active in those hands though. Now lift the elbows up. Lift the armpits away from the mat. Reach those arms a little farther forward. Good. And then come to hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that whole sequence again. So take a little walk to the front of your mat. That whole sequence all the way from the beginning. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Feel your feet on the ground. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Take that right hand to the right hip, the left arm up and over. Bend your left elbow. Grab your right ear. Pull the left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, left hand next to left hip, right arm up and over, bend the right elbow, grab the left ear, and bring your right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, shoulders back, heart lifts, breathe in. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, lean back maybe, some of you yogis. Exhale, round. Well, you're all yogis. Inhale, one more time. Breathe up, 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 up. Now, bring the hands to the back of the head. The elbows come forward. The shoulders back and down. Press the head into the hands. Lean back, elbows to the sky. You can bend the knees, pull the rib cage in. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Exhale. You can bring your hands to the back if your shoulders are tight. Lift the heart up, breathe in. Walk the feet a little bit wider. Good morning, Jennifer. And fold all the way down. You can keep your hands interlaced, or you can bring them down to the mat like we did before. Your feet are wider, so hip distance. Bend your left knee, roll your right shoulder back, and bring the fingers towards the left side of the room, unless your hands are on the back. Don't worry about it, or unless your left hand is down. So there's lots of options here. Good, come through center and go to the right. You're bending your right knee, opening the left shoulder. By the way, this is my daughter, Hannah. She's also teaching live classes for Balance Webster. And release the hands down. Good. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to come to your tippy toes, round forward to plank pose, which is just the top of a push-up, which anytime we come here, you want to push up. Go ahead and take that lower all the way down to your bellies. Good. Roll your shoulders to the back of the body. Breathe in for cobra, regular cobra, shoulders back before your head lifts. Good. Lower back down. Now listen up. You're going to stay down. You're going to lift your hands and you're going to engage the muscles on the back body. So pull those shoulders back a little bit more. Can you lift your feet off the mat a little bit? And you're going to start to warm up the muscles on the back body. Very important for back bends. One more breath. And lower down. Cobra. Breathe in. And lower down. Breathe out. Push up to hands and knees. And we're going to go to child's pose again. But this time, I want you to pull your arms right next to your ears. And then you're going to bend your elbows and bring your fingertips towards the sky. So you're going to look like this. And you're going to feel the stretch in the triceps. You can bring your hands together or not. So elbows are bent right towards the sides of the body. Fingertips up towards the sky. Still in child's pose. Hands come down. Come forward to hands and knees. And downward facing dog. Take a walk to the front of your mat. If you're listening to the playlist, we're in Led Zeppelin time right now. Breathe in, lift halfway up. Breathe out, fold down. We're going to do something called Surya Namaskar C. Inhale all the way up, or moon salutation. It's a very gentle salutation. Exhale, forward fold, kind of. Lift halfway up, breathe it in. Exhale, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee to the ground. Inhale all the way up to Anjaneyasana. So your left foot is forward, your arms are up, your right knee is down. Tisa, good morning. Lift the heart up, breathe in. Take another breath here. Good, hands come down, straighten that left leg. Runner stretch. If you want to lift that back knee, if you have any knee issues, folding over that left leg. Reach the heart forward a little bit more. Bend the left knee, curl the right toes under. You're going to step back to plank pose. Oh, so you really got to get that left foot back, lower all the way down to your bellies. Roll your shoulders to the back body, breathe in. Option to go to child's pose or right back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and down dog. Let me hear your exhale out your mouth. Ha. Lift your right leg to the sky, bend your right knee, open the right hip, spread your toes. So you're stretching the front side of that right hip. Watch that left heel. You want it still going straight back. Pull the right knee into your nose. Step the foot between your hands. Keep your hands down, low lunge. This time the back knee is lifted. Get the right foot forward. Bring the heart forward. One more breath. Step the left foot to the front of the mat. Forward fold. My socks don't match today. I'm running out of socks. I got to do laundry. Lift halfway up, breathe in. It's not like I'm not home. Exhale, forward fold. I don't know my excuses. Come all the way up to standing. Breathe in. Use your feet. Find that foundation. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway up. Breathe it in. Exhale, forward fold. This time, step the left foot back. Drop the left knee down. Anjaneyasana on the right. Right knee is bent. Hips come forward. Shoulders roll back. Breathe in. Stay here for an extra breath. You're going to really feel the stretch. You're going to need this opening for these back bends. And fold all the way down. Straighten the right leg. Lift the belly and chest. Reach the heart forward. Let it go. One more breath. Bend into the right knee. Step back to plank pose. Or you can go right back to down dog. That's fine too. Lower to your bellies. This is a good place to take a push-up, Alex. I know you want to. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in. Downward facing dog or child's pose if you need it. But we're going right to the left side. So lift the left leg, bend the left knee, spread those toes, open the hip. Breathe. Keep the shoulders square if you can. Hi, friend. Thanks, Lucinda. Pull the left knee into the nose. Step the foot between the hands. This is a low lunge, so that means the back knee is lifted. The heart is forward. The knee here stays over the ankle versus Anjaneyasana when you can go forward. We can talk about that later, why. Heart forward, hips back, breathe in. Step the right foot forward, forward fold. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise up, inhale. Hey, Andy. We're going right back down. Exhale, fold, let it go. Lift halfway up, breathe in. We're going to go back to the right side. So step the right foot back, right knee down, Anjaneyasana. We're going to change it up a little bit. Lift the arms up to the sky. Bend the elbows out to the side. Bring the elbows forward, hands behind the head. We did this standing. Lean back. Exhale, hands down. Step back through a plank pose. You can have that left leg lifted for a three-legged plank, three-legged chaturanga, and then lower the foot, curl back, cobra, and then downward facing dog. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you don't worry about it. Lift the right leg to the sky, bend the right knee, open the hip. Pull the right knee into your nose. Step the foot between the hands, low lunge. We're going to change this up too. Orly, hi. Hi, Laura. Good. So low lunge here. Now, I want you to engage the abdominal muscles because we're either going to go to a standing splits, but you can take it a different way as well. So you can go right into traditional standing splits with those hands down and that left leg lifted, or you can keep the knee bent, the belly on the thigh, lift the left leg up, bring your hands to heart center, and come into this bounce. This is where it's challenging on carpet because I'm definitely on carpet. All right, one more breath. Forward fold, left foot meets the right. Inhale, lift halfway up. That's a little preview to where we're going later. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand. This is at your own pace. I talk fast, follow your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway up, breathe it in. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. The left knee is down. Anjaneyasana all the way up. Bend the elbows out to the side. Bring them forward. Bring the hands behind the head. Roll back. Lift the heart. Keep the hips sinking forward. Place the hands down. Step back to a three-legged plank. That left leg can be lifted or not. You can, right leg, sorry. You can take a push-up, go down to your belly for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Thank God I got a demo girl here. Lift the left leg to the sky, bend the left knee, open that left hip. Pull the left knee into the nose, low lunge. Left foot is forward. Good. Engage the abdominal muscles. You can bring your hands to heart center and keep the belly right over the thigh, or go to a standing splits like normal. Hands are down. Or keep that knee bent, keep the belly and the thigh together, and bring the hands to heart center and find a little balance here with that left knee bent. She's not doing it on this side. That's okay.
I need to stretch.
Forward fold at the front of your mat. Let it go. Let it go. So, so Hannah brought up a really good point. She needed to stretch. And at any point, I mean, especially for my class, I really don't care. If there's something you need to do, don't hesitate to stay there. Don't hesitate to do something else. Know what's going on in your body, because if you don't change what's going on within you, you can't change what's going on around you, right? Isn't that what we talked about at the very beginning of class? So shake your head a little bit, let that go. So that was a Surya Namaskar C, moon salutation. I thought we could use a little bit of a difference today. So go ahead, reach all the way up, rooting down through the feet. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Bring your hands to heart center and bend your knees, chair pose. Okay, we won't stay here long. Engage those abdominals. Sit the hips back even further, hand. There you go. Lift the heart up a little bit more. Come all the way down to the mats for some core work. All right, so in this one, we're going to go all the way down to our backs, hands behind the head. Squeeze everything together, chest to knees, knees to chest, and then I want you to tap the toes or heels down, and then lower the upper back down onto the mat, but see if you can keep your head lifted, and then squeeze it all back in together again, and then tap it down, and then squeeze it in, and tap it down, and squeeze, and tap, and squeeze, and tap. For 8, for 7, make sure you're breathing, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2. Should we do more, Hannah?
This is hard.
And when she said it's hard, pull your knees into your chest. Okay, drop your knees to the left and open up your right arm. You can thank Hannah for not adding on more.
That was hard.
Those are my favorite to do. Come through center and go to the other side, knees to the right. Good, come back to center. We're just gonna roll to seated. We're gonna do a reverse tabletop here. So fingertips are forward towards those hips. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body. Press into your feet and into your hands and lift your hips up. I have to walk my hands back a little bit so they're underneath my shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath in. If you want, you drop that head behind you and stick the tongue out for lion's breath. Ha! It's really ugly. Hi, Rebecca. Good. All right. Bring the chin back to the chest. Walk the hands towards your hips. We're going to come into Malasana. So hips are towards the heels. Toes and knees are pointed out. Your knees and your toes are always pointing in the same direction, only if you like your knees. Good. So sway a little bit side to side and feel those hips. Some of you are going to stay here, and if you want to, you're going to take a Bakasana. So hands come down, elbows into the upper arms, lift up onto your heels, lift your butt up towards the sky, and drop your head and heart forward, pulling a heel towards your butt. You don't have to do it, particularly if it's your first time. Don't worry about it. Hannah's got it. You can step back or float back. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Marianne, blast from the past. How are you? All right. Hi, Gwen. All right, take a few breaths here. You're going to see elements of our warm-up in the next couple of sequences. Lift the right leg to the sky. Aw. Bend the knee. Hi, Rob. I'm glad you like this song. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. You can stay here or you can flip your dog. It's totally up to you. This is a back bend, and if you're feeling it, great. If not, don't worry about it. We'll do some easier back bends later. Come on back to the three-legged dog. Pull the knee into the chest and step the foot between the hands. Come all the way up to crescent lunge. So crescent lunge is that back heel is off the ground. The right knee is bent. The back knee can be bent because I want you to feel lifted from the front side of the body. But see if you can't get that right knee at a 90-degree angle. Arms are up towards the sky. Take a big breath in. Bend the elbows out to the side. Now listen to this. We did this before. Round your shoulders. Come forward. And then inhale. Come on back. Do that one more time. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, come on back. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, open up to warrior two. So warrior two, your left toes are going to point to the long side of your mat. Your right toes are still pointing towards the front of the room. The knee is over those toes. Remember, same direction. And the hips are as open as you can get them. Arms are out to the side. Gaze over the right fingertips. Settle a little bit more. One more breath. Hi, Brent. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, straighten the right leg, and you're going to spin the toes to the long side of your mat. You're going to spin your left toes to the back of your mat. Find warrior two to the back. Woo, big move. So you're on the left side, left knee is bent, left toes are facing the back of the room, right toes are still pointing towards the long side of your mat. You've got warrior two to the back. Straighten the left leg, reach the arms up to the sky. Now listen to this. We're going to face the long side of the mat. We're going to point the toes and knees out a little bit at a 30-degree angle and bend the knees for horse stance, goddess stance, whatever you want to call it. Hands to thighs and just sway a little bit side to side. Oh, no balance. Good. Yeah, this is a hip opener, but it's also a thigh strengthener. All right, keep the left hand on the left hip, left leg, reach the right arm up and over. Keep that right knee bent, that right hip heavy, and then come on back. Right hand to right thigh, left arm up and over. Anybody's hip cramping a little bit? Mine is. Come on back to center. Let's go to the left again. Right arm up. Right hand down, left arm up. Good, come on back to center. Reach both arms up to the sky. Bend the elbows out to the side. Bend the knees again. Straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. One more time, we'll reach the arms up and bend the elbows. Bring the hands to the hips, widen the heels, and forward fold, Prasarita Padasana. Toes and knees are pointing towards the long side of the mat. The legs are straight or slightly bent. You're folding over those legs. Let the head go. Walk the hands towards the left foot and bend your left knee over those toes and drop your left hip towards your left heel. Straighten the left leg. You're going to walk the hands towards the right foot and bend the right knee over those toes. Drop the hip towards the heel. One more time to the left. Little speed skater. And then to the right. Stay on the right. Spin everything to the front of the mat. Step back to plank pose or back to downward dog. You can go through vinyasa, taking that push-up or not. Okay, we have another side. Take a few breaths in down dog. If you need a big exhale, go ahead and take it. Remember, how you feel within you is what's going to help you on the outside. So change what you think you can do. Change what you think you can't do. Hi, Michelle. Lift the left leg to the sky. Bend the left knee. Open the hip. Option to flip your dog. Remember, I said option. She's beautiful, isn't she? All right, three-legged dog. Step the foot between the hands. When you get there, find crescent lunge. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the side. Come forward, round the back. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, round. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Left toes are forward, right toes are to the long side of your mat. Sink those hips down. Gaze out over those left fingertips. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Reach the arms up to the sky. Toes point to that long side of the mat. And then warrior two to the back. Spin the right toes to the back. Right knee bends, gaze to the back of the room. Good, reach the arms up to the sky, spin the toes. At that 30-degree angle, we're going to go back to that horse stance, goddess stance, bend the knees, right on back. I'm going to face the front, Hannah's facing the right direction. I want the elbows out to the side, sink the hips a little bit more, toes and knees are pointing out. Bend the elbows, we're going to bring the right elbow to the right thigh, come on back, left elbow to left thigh. Come on back. Hey, Heidi. Right elbow. Keep the hips heavy. Left elbow. So everything that's changing is in the side bodies. One more time each side. Good. Straighten both legs. Reach the arms up to the sky. Open up those heels so the toes are pointing to the long side of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body and fold forward. If it's too much to fold forward with the hands behind the back of the body, then just bring them to the low back like we did at the beginning of class. So they can be right here, or they can be interlaced, or they can be down on the mat. Heidi says hi, Hannah. Now, again, another option. Keep those hands behind the back body or bring them to the mat. We're going to speed skate again. So lift the belly and chest, bend the left knee, and sink towards that left hip. This is a little bit of core work. Come through center, go to the right. And then go to the front of the mat. Go to the back of the mat. One more time, front of the mat. Spin the toes to the front of the mat. Step back to plank pose and through your vinyasa. So again, that could mean downward facing dog. We're going to do that same thing again. We're going to tighten it up a little bit and we're going to add on to the end. No worries, I gotcha. Take a big breath in and down dog and a big exhale out. So if you don't know the poses, don't worry about it. Again, let that go. Do what you can. Come back again Monday night or any of the classes that are on Balance Webster's website. They're all live. Come back next Saturday. It gets easier each time. I remember my friend Scott texted me later. He's like, I don't understand anything you're saying. It'll come. Just like anything, it's practice. All right, here we go. You ready? Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Flip your dog or not. Take a breath. Back to three-legged dog. Here you go. Pull the knee into your nose. Step the foot between the hands. Come all the way up, crescent lunge. We're going to go right into warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reach the arms up to the sky. Spin the toes to the long side of the mat. Warrior two to the back. Here you go. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Spin the toes to the long side of the mat. Warrior two to the front. Just something fun. Don't overthink it. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Now listen up, straighten your right leg, reach back. Triangle pose, right hand to shin, to a block on the outside of your mat, to a soup can on the outside of the mat. Remember that was our trick on Monday night? Or if you're really flexible, I'm not always in triangle, you can bring your hand on the outside of the mat. Lean back a little bit. Engage your abdominal muscles. If you're a hyperextender, I caught her, bend your knee a little bit. Take another breath. All right, you're going to lift your left heel off the ground. You're going to place your left hand down. Pyramid pose to the front of the mat. So drop your left hip a bit so you're squared up to the front of the mat, and you're folding over your straight and right leg, or slightly bent. It's up to you. So pyramid pose, that right hip pulls back, that left hip pulls forward, so you're squared to the front. Lift your belly and chest away from your front thigh, and then lengthen out over that front thigh a little bit more. Relax, breathe. Cece, what's up, girl? All right, bend your right knee. You can go through three-legged vinyasa or not. Vinyasa, let it go. Take your time while I'm eating back down dog. Aw, hello, friend. I love you, Andrea. Lift the left leg to the sky. Bend the left knee. Flip your doggy or not. Come on back to a three-legged dog. Pull the knee into your nose. Step it forward. Crescent lunge. Remember, this is going just a little bit faster, but we've done it all before. Warrior two. Bend the left knee. Gaze out over your fingertips. Reach the arms up to the sky. Straighten both of your legs. Toes face alongside of your mat. Warrior two to the back. So bend your right knee. Look to the back of the room. Good. Straighten your right leg. Reach the arms up to the sky. Face alongside of your mat. Warrior two to the front. So bend your left knee. Gaze out over your left fingertips. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your left leg. Lean back to yesterday. Reach forward and down. Kevin, what up, friend? Good. So option to use that soup can on the outside of the mat if you don't have a block. If you have a block, cool. Everybody's delivering these things. What did I order yesterday? Oh, I need something for my head because my grays and my dark roots are starting to show. So I bought a buff. So everything's changing, right? so we do what we can. So they'll deliver blocks to your house if you need them. All right, we're going to lift that right heel. Fold over your left leg for pyramid pose. That right hip comes forward. That left leg comes back. Lift the belly and chest away from that left thigh and fold down over that left leg a little bit longer. Then drag that left heel back a little bit. That right hip forward a little bit. One more breath. Julie, how are you? Bend your left knee. Vinyasa. All right, come forward to plank pose. Lower all the way down to your bellies. Rest your right cheek on the mat. Relax. You won't hear that Deanna took that and went with it. You won't hear that very much from me. All right, so I want you to bring your palms next to the side, your thighs, and then bowl your chin so that it's on the mat. Now lift your shoulders away from the mat. Good. Now start to lift your arms away from the mat. Notice I had you lift your shoulders first. That's really important. Engage your inner thighs and start to lift your legs. Now lift your arms up a little bit more. Lift your ears up a little bit more. Shalabhasana. Yes, girl. So the legs don't have to come off the mat. You might need them down a little bit for a little bit more balance. Trish, how are you? Good morning. Hi, Katie. Sorry, I forgot. And relax. I get so excited about who's on. All right, do it again. Hands to the thighs. Shoulders away from the body. Start to lift your ears as you lift your hands. Start to lift your legs if that feels good. Doug, I love you. How are you? One more breath. So engaging the back body muscles and release. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Sit back towards your heels and then come all the way up and just sit on your heels. Hands to your thighs. Close your eyes. Come back. Relax. This is a great place to come back. Ask yourself how you're feeling. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. All right, bring your hands to your low back. Roll your shoulders back. Pull the rib cage in and just lift your heart up towards the sky. Pull your ears back. Then, if you'd like, drop your head back. It's really important not to just drop your head back. You want to keep the back of your neck as long as possible. So pulling your jaw back as if you, I don't know, a bit in your mouth if you're a horse. Hi, Tony. And lift the heart out. All right, come on back. Chin to chest. Downward facing dog. I had no idea you did that. How do I miss that? Oh, so it's at 7:30, Christina, on Saturday mornings live, and then Monday nights at 6:15. You can always watch it later on the Balance Webster YouTube channel, or on my feed, you can find photo video, and you can always look at it later. Hi, Kathy. I hope you're well. All right, lift the right leg to the sky. Step the right foot forward and drop that left knee down. So we're coming into Anjaneyasana Asana again. Good. What?
I almost fell.
Don't fall. Reach the arms up to the sky. You're going to grab the left wrist, relax the shoulders back and down, and stretch towards the right side of the body. So with your hips sinking forward and your body going to the right, you should feel this all the way down the left side of the body, your psoas. Anybody who's biking a lot, Tony, or running a lot, Karen, or sitting a lot, or working a lot, whatever it is, reach the arms back up to the sky. Now, bring both hands to your hips, okay? You're going to keep the left hand here, or you're going to slide it down your left leg, maybe to your heel. Good morning, Frank. I hope you're feeling better. Reach the right arm. He did not have COVID, in case you want to know. Pull the right shoulder back. So that left hand's going down the body. You're going to lean back, lean back, lean back. Maybe that left hand goes to the heel. Maybe it just stays on the low back. Keep that rib cage hugging in. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body. Gaze up to those fingertips. Now, bring that right knee forward. Yeah, this is not easy. Okay. Come on back. You're going to bring the hands down to either side of the right foot. Lift the back knee off the ground. This is going to start to seem like something we've done before. You're going to come to either standing splits or this place where you're going into that balance with the knee bent, the belly on the thigh, and the leg to the sky, or standing splits. Don't overthink this, you guys. Do what's right for you guys. Oh, you didn't know I taught yoga. Oh, yes. We have a lot to talk about. Place the hands down if your hands are up. Now come all the way to standing balance. Remember that foot that we grounded in the beginning of class. Find that and come all the way up to, remember we did Karate Kid, right? We learned Karate Kid the other day. Come to tree pose. Left foot to either the inner thigh, the inside of the calf, or the ankle. And if you are feeling unbalanced because you're on carpet like me, please take the lower thing. It's not about whether or not you can do this the way you did it before. It's what you're doing right now, and don't think about anything else. Reach the arms up to the sky. We're going to add on to this. Oh, interlace the fingers behind your back. This is going to get challenging. Shoulders back. Lift the heart. Open the left knee. Little back bend. Now, keep the arms. Bring the left knee forward. Foot's off the leg, and then come to warrior three. So your left leg is straight. Your heart is forward. You're like a T, right? So your whole body is long. Yeah, one more breath. Release the hands down. Reach that left foot all the way back. Come to a low lunge, but I want you to bring your hands inside the foot and walk that right foot a little bit wider. Drop the left knee, bring the right hand to the thigh, and lean back. Breathe. Breathe. Engage your abdominal muscles. You always need to do that in a back bend, because then it doesn't go into the low back. So make sure you're pulling that rib cage in. If you want to reach back with the right arm, you can do that. If you want to reach back to the left foot, you can do that. I always give options for a number of different levels. It doesn't mean you have to take those. You have to figure out how you feel and what's working for you today. So please take the modification that's right for you. One more breath. Bring the hands back inside of the right foot. Lift the back knee off the ground. Step back to a plank pose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lower your right forearm down. Lower your left forearm down. Forearm plank. Stay here. Breathe. Engage your abdominal muscles. Pull your elbows isometrically towards your toes and your toes towards your elbows. That'll lift the belly a little bit. Drop your right heels to the right and your right hip towards the right. So we're going to go a little, what do you call this?
Hip dips?
Yeah, hip dips. Both elbows are still down though. Hip dips to the right, come back to center. Hip dips to the left. Keep the shoulders square, back to center. Hip dips to the right, center, to the left, center. One more time each side. You've got this. Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good. Come back to center. Lower the thighs. Bring the hands parallel. Your elbows are down. Your hands are parallel. Come into Sphinx pose. Hannah's showing you. So I think these are like the lions at the library in New York City. Am I right, Frank? All right, lower down. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Push up to hands and knees or plank pose and find your way back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big exhale out. All right. Step the left foot forward. I know, Nancy. Sorry about that. All that core work. Drop the right knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana, right? Yes. Anjaneyasana. So reach the arms up to the sky. You're going to grab the right wrist with the left hand and you're going to stretch towards the left side of the room. So you're going to feel the stretch all the way down. Pull the jaw back a little bit. Remember that part about keeping the back of the neck long. Good. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips. So you have an option of keeping the right hand to the hip, or you're going to slide it down and maybe even back towards the heels. That's not easy. Lift the left arm to the sky. Engage your abdominal muscles. Pull that jaw back. Lift the heart and then reach back. So it's important to set yourself up for a back bend before you actually do a back bend, or it will go into your low back or the back of your neck. So take precaution, take engagement before you go back there. You got another breath. All right, hands down to either side of your left foot. Lift the back knee off the ground. Low lunge. Okay, standing splits, or go into that balance where your belly's over the thighs, the left knee is bent, and your hands are at heart center. Everybody's right leg is lifted. Take another breath here. Root down into your feet, or that left foot. Come all the way up to that Karate Kid. I don't know. Where's my brain today? One more breath. Tree pose. So inner thigh, calf, or ankle. So how do you find balance? You root down into the feet like we did at the very beginning of class. You find something to stare at. And don't look around the room, because that's when you're going to lose your balance. And then engage your abdominal muscles. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders to the back body. Lift the heart. Breathe. Open the right knee. Open the right knee. Keep the hands. Bring the right knee forward. And reach the right leg all the way back for warrior three. Good. Remember, your body is like a T. So that leg is the base of the T, and then your body is parallel with the floor. You got another breath. All right, release the hands down. Step the right foot back. Bend the left knee. Walk the left foot a little bit wider. Drop the right knee on the mat. Reach the left hand to the left thigh and push back so you can lean back. So this is a back bend too. So what do we do for back bends? We engage the abdominal muscles. We roll the shoulders back. We pull the jaw back. Then we take it a little bit deeper. And if you take those things before a back bend, then you're going to set yourself up for a better and possibly deeper back bend. Unless you don't want to. Don't overthink this. You can reach that left arm back. You can reach back for the right foot. Don't worry, we're going to do a thigh stretch in just a minute to help us with back bends. Nancy said she's sweating. Yeah, sorry. Bring the hands inside the left foot. Step back to a plank pose. Lower your right elbow down. Lower your left elbow down. Good morning, Kelly. Good. All right. You're in a forearm plank. Drop that butt, Hannah. Good. Tap the right foot outside of your mat and bring it back into the center. Tap the left foot out outside of your mat. Bring it back into the center. Right foot, center, left foot, center. Nothing else changes. Not your butt, not your abs, not your shoulders. One more time, each side. Sphinx pose. So that means your belly, thighs are down. You're on your elbows, shoulders back. Heart is opening. Sway a little bit side to side. All right, since we're on our elbows, I want you to stay there. I want you to take that right forearm across the mat so it's parallel with the front of the mat. Your belly's down. You're going to take the left hand. You're going to reach back for your left foot for a quad stretch. If it's too much on your belly, take it to the side of the body and grab your foot that way. I want you to press that knee back and then pull the heel back. So you're feeling the stretch through that whole left side of the body. You feeling that hand? Mm-hmm. She's pulling the heel to the butt. You can push it up and away. Wherever you're going to feel it most in your quad. All right, release it. This time, bring your left forearm across the front of your body so it's parallel with the front of your mat. Reach back for the right foot. Good morning, John. You can come to the left side of the body and grab the right foot. It's a lot easier that way. Hi, Kara. How's that baby? John, how are the boys? And release. Push up to hands and knees. And downward facing dog. All right. Okay, we're going to do Really wanted to do one more thing. All right, come to your hands and your knees and sit back on your knees. Okay. I had that one more time. We're going to throw a half moon in there, but that's okay. We're good. So roll the shoulders to the back of the body and sit. So we're preparing for camel. First, we're going to do half camel. Engage your abdominal muscles, and then we're going to lift our hips up right over our knees. So if you have those soup cans or those blocks, you're going to put them next to your heels, and I'm going to show you on Hannah. First, Hannah's going to curl her toes under so that it lifts her heels up a little bit. She can also use a block or a baby or what else? Blanket, something where your hand is a little bit higher than your heel. But you don't have to do that. That's optional. Now we're going to set ourselves up for this back bend just like we've been doing every other back bend. So hands are going to stay at our hips to start. Hips are over knees. That's not going to change. Engage those abdominal muscles. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body. Lift the heart up. Now remember, we're not just going to jam our head back. We're going to first pull the jaw back, then gaze up. So right here, without doing anything, you're back bending and you've opened yourself up and prepared yourself for this. So this should feel pretty good. So even though you're leaning back, your hips are still staying over your knees. Lift the heart up a little bit more, pull the jaw back a little bit, then you can let the head drop once good. So don't put your heels back, hands back to heels yet. So this is just a prep for camel pose, Ustrasana. So you can always take this and you don't have to do anything more. All right, bring the chin back to the chest, sit back on your heels again. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Slow your breath. So back bends can be hard for people because it requires an opening of the front of the body. So depending on what our history is, we could feel really closed in and protective of our heart. So back bends can be challenging, not physically, but also spiritually. So don't be afraid to open up. Thanks, Kevin. Don't be afraid to open up. You might be afraid, and that's okay too. So just know where you are in a back bend. All right, you ready? So we're going to do some half camels here. So I want you to take the left hand to your left hip and your right arm up. You can bring it to your heel. It's totally up to you. So here, or even thigh, or here. Good morning again, Stacy. And now we're going to come on back to where we just started. So hips are down towards your heels, both hands to your hips. Now you're going to go to the other side. You're going to bring the hips over the knees again. Bring your right hand to your low back, your left arm up. The right hand can go to the heel. And then you come on back. So that's variation number one. Variation number two is you just kind of start to groove through this. So you're going to come back and around, switch sides as you come down, and then you come back up. So this is a little groovy. You want to keep your core engaged. This feels really good if you have any sort of flowy feel to you, to be able to roll through this. Hannah's really grooving into it. So do what works for you right now. And if this right here is it, this is awesome because you may have never done this before and this is what you need. Okay, take it where you need to. Start within you so that you can be able to support yourself when you go outside. One more time each side. Good. And then just sit. Just sit. Hands to the thighs or heart center. Close your eyes. So this class is at the end of class, we're going to talk about how to take care of ourselves and others through a little meditation called loving kindness. And I really wanted to start by opening our hearts. Back bends allow us to open up a little bit. And we'll talk a lot about, we won't talk a lot about it, but we'll talk about that at the end of class, about how opening your heart allows you to connect a little bit more with others, even if they're far away, especially if they're far away, because it's really hard these days. All right, bring your hands down, hands and knees. Just go through a quick vinyasa. So take a downward facing dog, take a big breath in, roll your shoulders back to down dog, whatever you need. Shift your hips, whatever you need. Good. Lower your knees back down when you're ready and sit back into this pose. There's a name. I can't think of it right now. Come on back up. All right. So you can take any variation that we've already taken before. So you can take a half camel. You can take this pose where we had both hands behind our head, roll the shoulders, or behind our head back, roll the shoulders back, keeping that core engaged, keeping the hips over the knees, or you're going to go to a full camel. So Hannah's going to show full camel. Engage those abdominal muscles, Roll the shoulders back. Draw that jaw back. Reach back for the thighs, the calves, or the heels. Notice her hips stay over her knees. Her chest is lifted. She's only going to drop her head back once her jaw is pulling back. Good morning, Jen. Good. So one more breath here in camel, and this could be camel for you. Okay? This is camel. This right here. Bring the hands back to your hips, the chin back to your chest. Sit back to this seated pose, which is something that there's a name. Doesn't matter. All right, we're going to do one more. You guys feeling it? You feeling good in your back bends this morning? I hope so. Woo! Come on up. Did you feel supported and ready, Han?
I did.
Okay, good. That's my goal. Okay, Ustrasana, camel, numero dos. So 3 languages right there. Here we go. Shoulders back, heart lifts, engage the core. Don't bring your hips too far forward or too far back. Pull the jaw back, drop the head behind you. Can you bring your hands to your knees, Han?
To my knees?
Yep, walk your hands to your knees. Right here. All right, I won't make her do pigeon droppings. Bring your hands back to your hips. Bring your chin back to your chest. Sit back.
Too early for that.
Too early. Just settle. In addition to opening your heart and love for others and back bends, they're also very energizing. So I love, love, love to do back bends in the morning because, as you can already tell, my voice is like, woo. It's also the coffee. But it does help to awaken you. So if any time during the day that you need it, take a few of these stretches that we've been doing because that will help to energize you. All right, come to hands and knees. Take the right leg behind you. Lift that knee up. You're going to take that right leg across the left leg, and you're going to bring that right knee outside of the left knee. Walk the feet wide. Push those into your hands, and you're going to sit back in between your heels. You're going to stay here. So this is like a combination of poses. Usually we sit in between. I just want you to push back. You'll feel this in your hips. Don't overthink this. So your right leg is on top and to the left of your left leg. Your feet are wide, and you're sitting in between your heels. I'm losing my mind because I don't remember the name of this. Go. Doesn't matter. You got it. Come on back. Hands and knees. Uncross that right leg. Lift the left leg. The left knee is up. You're going to cross it behind and on top of that right leg. The knee comes down. The feet come wide. Sit back towards your heels. In between your heels. Good. Come on back up. Uncross the left leg. Now, we're going to sit back on our heels again, and then we're going to sit to the left of our heels. So that left foot is going to come at the arch of the right foot. Don't worry about it if it doesn't, if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's a lot. You're going to sit to the right, to the left of your heels. Okay, so you can see my heels are to the right side of my hip. Take that left hand down. Reach that right arm up and over. Keep the hips down. Just stretch. Come on back up. We're going to lift the hips. We're going to just sit to the right of our heels. Now our heels are to the left, and that right foot's on the arch of the left foot. Don't worry about it if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Sit up tall. Right hand is down. Left arm is up. And just stretch towards the right. And come on back up. Uncross. What time is it? Okay. Come on out in front of you with your legs. Grab the backs of your thighs and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. We're starting to bring it down. Make sure you stay through Shavasana because we have something special at the end that we're going to offer up to the universe, okay? So keep the knees bent. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. So you can stay here in this stretch. This might be enough for you bringing your right knee forward, or you're going to interlace your right hand between your legs, grab the back of your left leg, and pull the knee in towards the chest. Open the right knee towards the sky, towards the front of the room. I just shared her Facebook. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're awesome. Yeah, guys, please feel free to share this class with your friends. This will live later in my feed under videos. It also will live on the YouTube channel for Balance Webster. And I believe the Y is also sharing this class. Okay. So now keep the right ankle on the left knee and drop the left foot onto the mat. You're going to take this whole package to the left. So that right foot is going to go towards the mat. You should be all the way on your back. And your right knee towards the sky. That right shoulder's opening, gaze to the right. You should feel this all through the right side of the body. Is this the new Alicia Keys song? Come on back to center. Uncross the right ankle. Place that foot on the mat. Take that left ankle over the right knee. You could stay right here opening the knee. That could be enough for your hips. Or you're going to grab the back of the right leg and pull everything in towards your chest. And breathe. Slow the breath. All right, one more breath. Lower the right foot to the mat. Keep the ankle over the knee and drop it to the right. Open the left shoulder, gaze to the left. Come on back to center. Uncross that left ankle. Extend your legs long. Good. Take a deep breath in. If you are on my playlist, we're going to a soft embrace. Nice slow class, a slow song. Reach the arms overhead. Take a big breath in. Don't leave now. This is the most important part of class, Shavasana. Exhale, hands to thighs. So we won't go super long in Shavasana because we are going to end with a little meditation. So we're going to go a little over an hour. Not much, a couple minutes. Don't freak. Because I think it's important now more than ever to share our love that we just opened up with others, the universe. You can have one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest if you have a hard time settling in Shavasana, or hands out to the sides. Slow your breath. Know that your mind will wander in Shavasana. It is our mind after all, and it's going to think because that's what it does. And when it does, bring yourself back to your breath. And that goes with anything. It's a great way to bring our mind back from the spinning of our stories, of our fears, is to identify what's happening and decide, is this real, or am I spinning a story? Is there something I can control, or is there something I can't control? But first you have to notice. And one way to do that is to breathe. Hi, Michelle. To breathe and be still and close your eyes. There's a lot of meditation opportunities online right now. It's important that we do that. And it's important that we share this love with people, because we've got to change the narrative that's going on. And we first start with ourselves. Couple more breaths here. All right, start to notice your breath. Breathing a little deeper in and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Roll your hands around your wrists. Roll your feet around your ankles. Let your head roll from side to side. With your next inhale, stretch your fingertips over your head. Good morning, Wendy. And your toes to the front of the room. As you exhale, bend your knees and elbows and curl to the right sides of your bodies. And slowly make your way up to seated, keeping your eyes closed. I'm going to take you through one of my favorite meditations, loving kindness meditation. You can Google it. It's awesome. John Kabat-Zinn has a great article on it. This is so important right now, you guys. This is one of the most important parts of class, because we're going to change us. We're going to change others through this loving kindness meditation. So bring your hands to heart center or to your thighs, whatever you're most comfortable with. Keep your eyes closed. And there's a little prayer, a little mantra that you can use that I'm going to take you through. And this first part is really for you, because if we can't find love within ourselves, it's hard to extend it out to others. And we're going to take care of ourselves right now. So in a loving kindness meditation, we say to ourselves these 4 things. I'm going to take you through a couple of times, and then you're going to do it on your own a couple of times. So start to find your own pattern, your own beat to it. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I live with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I live with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I live with ease. Say that a few more times to yourself, knowing that you're building the love within yourself to open your heart to others. Happy, healthy, safe, and at ease. One more time for yourself. Now choose someone in your life that you love. Picture them. It could be more than one. It could be your entire family. Someone that you hold dear. Picture them in your mind's eye. And offer this up to them. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. And may they live with ease. Sending this love out to them. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. And may they live with ease. A couple times on your own, picturing them in your mind. Hi, Dave. Happy, healthy, safe, with ease. Now this is important. Your family's important, but so is this next part. Your community, your state, our country. We're going to offer it up to them. May our community, our country be happy. May that community, our country be healthy. May it be safe. And may it be at ease. May it be happy. May it be healthy. May it be safe and at ease. A few more times for that bigger community outside of yourself and your close people that you love. To those around us in our communities, in our country, happy, healthy, safe, and at ease. Now opening this up to the entire world, our earth, and maybe even a step bigger, our universe. We need to start to change the energy through this love, through this loving kindness. May the universe, may our world, may this entire earth be happy. May it be healthy. May it be safe. And may it be at ease. May this world be happy. May it be healthy. May it be safe. And may it be at ease. A couple of times, opening your heart to the biggest opening you can have, to the universe, to our world. May it be happy, healthy, safe, and at ease. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your heart up into your hands. I offer you all, say it with me, Namaste.